this is one of the displays that we have here in this exhibition, and this is aimed to look out of all to around all the jointness and the joint capabilities of the Armed Forces of Colombia, how those are integrated, all the capabilities of the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force into some of the units that actually are being organized into the Colombian Armed Forces. These units are organized in order to integrate the capabilities of the different services, differential or special capabilities, in order to accomplish missions regarding or accomplishing the objectives of the defense policy. The basic capabilities are those that are the same of these units, especially those aimed at counter-terrorist threats, or those type of threats that are the ones that are mainly the ones that we see in most of our countries. So these capabilities that have been developed during these years have been aimed in order to be capable of conducting operations in different environments, such as jungle, such as mountains, such as urban terrain, in order to defeat irregular threats. This equipment that is being displayed here is all equipment that is related to communications and control equipment. The purpose or the main reason for this equipment to be present in this organization is to ensure the constant communication between the units that are being deployed or that are currently developing missions, combat missions, and also to provide feedback on information that will be valuable for decision making. These are the rifles that are present in this type of units. Actually, the different rifles are related to different types of capabilities for long-range target acquisition. That depends on the ammunition that is being used or the distances that are going to be compromised in the acquiring targets. So depending on these distances, we may choose the different kinds of equipment that we have to use to adapt to those circumstances. Over the years, this equipment that is being displayed here has been chosen out of all the different options that are available due to the way that this equipment is able to support the mission that is being accomplished in long-range target acquisition, and is being tested and has been the best equipment that has been identified over the time. Only a few personnel is selected in order to be trained as a sniper. Everyone is trained through basic marksmanship and advanced marksmanship, but only a few of them are selected in order to be trained as a sniper. Snipers are people that are capable of acquiring targets at long distances and be able to perform a shot with no margin of error. Basically, what you see here is the common setting that a soldier will have in the way that he's making himself embedded with the environment, so no one will notice that he's around the place, and he will stay for them as long as it takes to acquire a target. So it's discipline, it's perseverance, and being constant in the way that accomplishing the mission is the main purpose of doing or executing this kind of actions. So it's a physical and psychological endurance that they have to acquire through training. So this training is not only just for being effective over one target, it's just to make them able to sustain long periods of waiting under extreme circumstances of weather, of terrain. So once you see this guy that is in this place, this soldier, probably you will notice that there is someone there. Just if I told him to raise his hand, probably you will see that there is one person that is hiding behind this place. Levante la mano izquierda, Comando, por favor, el sniper. So unless he's moving, you will notice that there is someone around. So it's the same in the jungle, it's the same in the mountains. So they choose the best place or the best spot to be located, to be embedded with the terrain, and just wait for the moment to acquire his target and fire at the target. The equipment that is displayed here is related to night vision devices that allows us to conduct night training and night operations. Also, there is a display of military free-fall operations equipment This equipment is a complete set of equipment for a person in order to be able to jump off or out of an aircraft, depending on the capabilities in order to use oxygen or not, or the different missions that are being accomplished during this process. And basically, before they are able to jump out of an airplane, they have to conduct training in order to understand the conditions of the environment, the conditions of resistance of the air, dynamics of flight, and all those related issues in order to be capable of understanding what's going to be the experience that they're going to have after they jump out of the airplane, and also the knowledge of all the equipment that they have to use and the possible contingencies that they will face, because it's part of the training or the essential composite of the training. Not everyone is capable of doing that. Most of the people in these units are training the basic airborne training. Some of them are specialized in different sections as Jump Master and Pathfinders, and the top soldiers in parachuting that are selected in the units are the ones that are trained for military freefall operations. This soldier is ready to go out of the airplane and make a jump at an altitude of up to 26,000 feet. So the equipment that he's provided to make this kind of jump includes a parachute. It's an Mk-12 parachute. It's an advanced system of parachuting. It has also all his set that has the oxygen mask in order to provide him of this enough oxygen in order to make this movement while he's descending, taking the air that is needed, because he's going to be experiencing a lack of oxygen during this process. During a jump of 26,000 feet that takes almost around 2 minutes and 4 seconds of free fall, this person has to take enough oxygen as he is able to breathe. So in order to be able to breathe this kind of oxygen, he has a bottle of oxygen ready right next to it attached. And after he is exiting the airplane and he is operating the parachute, he will continue traveling and making all his movement in order to be able to infiltrate to a point that is designated in the planning using this navigating pane, which is habilitated in order to conduct operations during the day and during the night also. Additionally, he's jumping out of the airplane with his equipment and gear and the weapons system. Can be a rifle, can be a sniper rifle, can be a machine gun. That depends on the specialty that the soldier has. And also, soldiers are able to jump with his load of equipment, basically a rucksack of around 100 to 120 pounds.